Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? I'm so glad you guys are coming back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys or reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac. Wow, what an episode. Like that was pretty intense. I do have to say. It wasn't so like entertaining and funny sometimes like it sometimes it is, but it was just like it was heavy. Let's just say that. Like both the beginning and the end. The end I thought was just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And what I like most about this Real House of Potomac and this like situation that Robin is going through is the fact that I think all of us in some point can see ourselves in that same situation with like our partners. So I'm in some ways like, yes, I do feel it's a little heavy, but at the same time, like I feel like it's so relatable in so many ways. So again, so glad you guys are here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You guys are awesome. I will be reviewing the whole season, Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm really excited that they started. And so it is one of my favorite, it's one of my more favorite shows in the Real Housewives. So I'm happy it's back. So let's go ahead and get started. So we start off with obviously all the girls, and then right off the bat we start with Robin and Juan, and they're at their house. They've just got back from the Bahamas, and she's just like putting the photos away and put them in frames, and then comes in Juan, and he's just like, hey, what's up, just like nothing. And I felt like this whole episode that Robin was like, I don't know, I just felt like she not only did she sound unhappy, but she looked unhappy, like just like her tone and her face, like I could just tell that she had gone through a lot. All the scandals that Juan has gone through, and the whole Canada thing with the hotel, which I just think that was just so, I don't know. I can understand why Robin would believe him when he says that, nothing happened. I just paid for the hotel. But at the same time, it just looks so, I don't know, it just looks so messy. Like, just so, like, really, he should have let her know, hey, by the way, I'm going to be paying for this lady's hotel. I just want to make sure that you don't think it's going to look in a bad way. Because I know she trusts him, but if it were me, like, I'm a jealous girl. Let's just, get that out of the way. Like, I'm a jealous girl. I'm number one, when it comes to in a relationship. Like, if there's someone else, like even a friend, like, I'm like, I don't know about that, like, I don't, it's not there's a trust issue. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Especially, like him paying a hotel room for a girl and then be like, nothing happened. And then she's just like, okay, I guess. Like, sure, if you tell me nothing happened, I'm going to believe you. And I'm just like, no. Like, if it were me, oh gosh, I probably would have called the hotel and be like, yo, you need to give me security cameras, and I need to know when he left. I mean, if he was there, because he would have been there because he paid for it. Unless he did it over the phone. And then, even then, if he paid it over the phone, I would still call him like, yo, this day, this hour, I need to get the security. And they'd be like, you need a subpoena for it. I got you. Like, I'll get you a court order, whatever it is that you want. Like, and I obviously wouldn't tell him, but at the same time, like, it's just so, like, I don't know, it's just so messy. And I just hate that Juan did this. And he's been known for cheating. I just think it's so messy and just so, I don't know, just disregarding her completely, and I just don't like that. I don't know. I felt a little funny about it, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so let's just go on. I did write some notes. I want to make sure that we're heading all in the same direction. So then we went to Giselle, her house, and then her new boo thing, her boyfriend. I think they're okay. I mean, I could tell a little bit of like the difference in age a little bit, just like a little bit, just very, very slightly. Giselle's a grown woman, and so I'm sure that she to have a guy, I mean, he's a good looking guy and she's a very beautiful woman. And, there's that age difference. And so I'm sure she's excited and she wants, a new man and all this and that. Like, if I were that age and I would have had the same thing that has happened to me, like Giselle has gone through, and also you find like a younger guy and who is like, doing things on your brain, I'd be excited too. But I just hope that it is what it is. I don't think it's going to go into anything further other than, just a nice boyfriend, girlfriend scenario, 2-3 years. Okay, well, bye. I mean, I would hope it would be for forever, but I don't know. Like, I would want someone, for Giselle, like like an older man, because does he want kids? Like, is he going to want like more, more kids in the future? And, that's one of the things that, and when it comes to like age relationships, that's the one thing that, that's always going to come up in some way, somehow. So, I'm happy for her that she's having a great time. And what she says, the West Wing is seeing things that it hasn't been seen before, and awesome. So I'm happy that she's that. And then her kids, I like that on her first date, like she brought, she met the kids right off the bat. I thought that was a little bold, they're not little. So, it's not like, you're a little bit more protective, your daughter's a little bit older, but at the same time, I thought that was just a little fast in some ways, but, maybe that's how she is, like, right off the bat, you're going to meet my family and meet my kids right off the bat. So, I just hope I hope he makes her happy for however long that they are together for. So, let's see, what else? Oh, the whole sushi thing when he was like, when she was like, let me feed you. And then her daughter was like, gross. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. I thought that was just a little, that was definitely funny. And then then we go to Ashley. So, oh no, it was Mia. Excuse me, Mia. So, I know you guys have heard, but Mia and Gordon are divorcing. And I thought, I don't know, I kind of like Gordon. Like, he's like kind of funny, like out of all the husbands like in the franchise, like he's not that bad. He's actually kind of funny. And, he's just very like, yeah, I'm Gordon. And, when they went on that trip where Wendy and that girl, I think her name was Asika or something, that her husband was there, he was pretty funny. I don't mind him too weird. I think he's just like an older man that just likes to have fun and can be a little bit flirtatious a little bit here and there. But I do feel bad that, he's lost everything. And Mia's like, sorry, bud, I'm out, But, the reason why she was with him was pretty much the reason why she's going out. You have the money. Okay, I'm staying. You don't have any money. Okay, I'm leaving. It's, at least you got to give it to her that she's being honest about it, that she's not like, oh, I fell out of love or, unreconcilable differences. Like, it's legit money. If that's why she came in, that's why she's going out. So, it sucks. I feel bad for Gordon, but at the same time, like, dude, that's how she got in. That's maybe one of the only main reasons she got in. And I think they talk about that throughout the season, and so we'll talk more about that. Dude, oh my gosh, I thought it was so funny when Mia was like, yeah, I have not been drinking, and then he's like, did you know? And he's like, what? I didn't know. Like, it was such a guy answer. Like, it almost reminded me when you would cut your hair and like 3 months later, like, oh yeah, I come here. He's like, oh, you did? I didn't notice. Like, dude, like, we live together. Like, and then she's like, yeah, well, I still drink wine. And then he was like, that's like the same alcohol, portion of it to it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, but I thought that scene was so funny when Gordon was like, I didn't know. Like, I was like, come on, Gordon. Come on. I thought that was really hilarious. But, I'm happy for her, about drinking. I personally don't drink. Mostly, it's not for any, religious purposes. But My family, like, it, alcoholism just like runs in the veins. And so I grew up with like a lot of alcoholic family members. My dad was semi-alcoholic, and as I remember, him losing control. I mean, so I think I got trauma from it, to be quite honest. And so I don't drink. I mean, and I honestly don't feel like I'm missing out. I know people do, and, I don't mind. I've hung out with people that drink, and I have friends that drink, but I don't know, it's just not part of my MO. So I understand where Mia's saying, about the toxins, and so I understand that. And then, so then we go into Candace and Chris. Now, Chris is okay for me. Like, I think sometimes, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm like, I like Chris, and other times I'm like, I'm not sure. Chris is okay. And I like Candace. Like, I don't have any, like, I don't dislike or like any of them really. Like, I like them all for who they are. There are moments where I like one more than the other, but I don't dislike any of the housewives. Like, I like all their stories and all of that. But I do like this little picnic that they did. I like, when I saw that, like, my back was starting to hurt. Like, I was like, because I know they've done things like that where they're in a picnic and they're sitting down, or they're doing crisscross. Like, I'd be like, guys, I need a chair. Like, I'm like, my back is bad. So I saw them, I was like, oh, my back. Like, I would just be sitting for maybe like 2 minutes, like, okay, guys, I'm out, or give me a chair. So, yeah, and I could feel Chris. He was just like, not bending so well, and Candace was like, you need some yoga. So I thought that was pretty funny. I like their relationship. I think that they're pretty fun. I think they're a fun young couple. I thought they were thinking about having babies, or having a kid. So I don't know how that's going, especially with Candace's like music career kind of taking off. So I'm like, I don't know how they're going to be able to fit a baby in, because when you have a baby, especially like the first couple of months, I don't have kids, but so I can't say that's from experience, but a lot of my friends do. So from my understanding is that, like, right off the bat, like the first couple of months, maybe, like, you're just tied down to that baby. So I mean, if she wants to, I guess she can. I mean, I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be able to have, her desire to have kids. But I mean, that's gonna put, some strain in, your work-life balance. I think they said that they haven't seen each other in a couple of months, and so, and she's touring, and then she put in more than, 6 figures into touring. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, I hope you're getting some. I mean, I'm sure she is, but like, what's the revenue looking like? Like, is it bringing in as much as you're putting out? So, I mean, there's just so many things that are coming in. So, I mean, I hope that they do come to a conclusion, in terms of their babies, and that, if they want to start a family, I think that might be good. But that's the only thing. I'm like, how are you going to fit all that? Like, I don't know. But if there's anyone that could do it, it'd be Candace. Honestly, she's a girl that would more than, probably more than handle that and more. And then we go to Giselle. So, okay. I love this part because I feel like this last section of like of the show, it really like, it felt so honest in some ways. Like, it felt so real. And for me, because I've had interventions like this before, where I've been the one in a hot seat, where my friends are like this, and this, for certain, scenarios in my life, and and then I've been the one where I've had friends that I've intervened with, not me personally, but I mean, not that I started it, but we all agreed that we are going to do it. And so I would give out, my thoughts on, the situations. And so I've been in it more the hot seat and then the other side. So I thought there was just so much like truth to what each woman was saying. Like, that's why like it rang so true to me, because like, your friends are really, looking out for you. I mean, Giselle may be messy as she is, But I feel like at the same time, she really is a true friend. Once you get to that level, that she really, cares about you, and she really cares about Robin. But I do know Giselle is messy, 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 and she she knows it. So it's not like it's something new to her. But so they're all at Giselle's house, and they're all walking down, Giselle's like house, and I thought it was so funny that they were all sitting down, before Robin came in, and all of a sudden Robin comes. I thought it was just so hilarious, and I actually took a screenshot of it, where I thought I was laughing so hard because like I feel like Robin is in some ways like a lot of us when we're trying to like walk down a hill with like shoes on, especially high heels, and it's just like she can barely look at her. She's barely coming down. She's like, holy crap, like I'm gonna die. And then she's like, what? Oh, my bad. And she's like, what is that? What? She was like almost like she was like I had to repeat it back because it was like so funny because I was just laughing so hard that like Charisse comes down, Ashley comes down, and they're fine, but she like struggling for real. I thought that was just hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard. But anyway, so she comes down, and she really didn't know that they were meeting because of her. Like, she really, really did not know. And so I just like, I don't know. And you guys tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that if you're going to be intervened by your friends, do you want to know ahead of time? Or do you rather just be like completely just like be sitting there and chilling and be like, yeah, we're here to talk about you. Like, how would you feel? For me personally, I would want to know ahead of time. Because I think that you need to come not as like defensive in a way, but you just know, okay, this is going to be about me, and I have to like think, okay, I have to be mentally okay that whatever they're going to say, I'm going to be okay. And that's just me. That I prefer to know ahead of time, like, yo, we're going to talk to you about something, just be prepared. Or do you guys prefer not to be? That way you just come and just like, what? This is about me? So I would prefer to know, but you guys let me know what you guys prefer. So she's sitting down, and you're like, yeah, we're here because of you. She's like, oh, me? Like, okay. And so they started talking to her about like Juan and all the allegations and everything that they're talking about. And really, one thing that Giselle said that really stuck out to me was like that he had no consideration of your feelings. That he didn't know, like he had no consideration how it would make you feel knowing about these things that are coming out. Juan being with other women at a nail salon. Like, I mean, I've been to a nail salon maybe 3 to 4 times. I've never seen a guy in there. Honestly, like the only time I saw a guy was when he went to go get his like eyebrows done, and he wasn't by himself. Like, I don't know of any man that would be like a married man, and not just like recently married, but like with kids, that's been married before, and that's an older gentleman, be like, you know what, let's go to a nail salon. It's just like, what? Like, it just like sounds so weird. Like, and I've been friends with married guys before, just at a distance, but like none of them been like, hey, let's go get our nails done. And I'd be like, what? Like, it just sounds so like, I don't know. It's like, it just sounds so like, what? Like, why would you like go? Like, it just seems so weird. I don't know. I just like, it really like struck me out. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's sus. It's sus. But, and then Giselle just said, he had no consideration of how you would feel. Like, just, Robin should have known right away about the hotel. Like, she should not have found out through the media. And then about the laundry girl, and then the nail salon. Like, Robin would have been aware of all of those things well ahead of time before finding out the way she did. And I thought that was just like, I thought Giselle really hit it, in the head about that, because that is just like, that is so true. Like, he really wasn't taking into consideration how she would feel. I mean, if my husband, was, yeah, I just paid a hotel for a girl. I'm like, you did what? Like, and he's like, yeah, I messed up. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, that's like, messing up is like, overpaying something. That's when you mess up. Like, this is like a legit accident that you purposely went through with it. Like, I don't understand. Like, I would have been bonkers. Like, and I'm sure they were, but I just, like, I don't know. And then when Cherise said about her and her husband, like, I really felt that when she was talking about her husband, and, that even if she was like, how she said, I don't remember the words, but boogie woogie or something, that she wouldn't think that he would ever be with those girls. And he was, and, you could really tell that for her, that pain was like so real still, that she was still hurting from that. And I felt her tears. I really felt, I'm like, oh, I just can't imagine being married with a man and then all of a sudden finding out that he has multiple affairs and multiple women. And it's just like, it breaks my heart for her. Like, it really does. And for any woman that's gone through anything like that, like, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then, Robin just didn't look happy to me in reality. Like, I know she says that, well, I don't care, we work through it. And I'm like, really? Did you work through it as in, like, you yourself had to accept the fact that this sounds weird, so you just kind of kept telling yourself and that's how you got through it? Or did you get through it in a way that you had no other option because you couldn't really go back? You really got married. Like, I don't know. And she's like, I don't care, and I'm just like, I feel like when people say, I don't care, and sometimes you really couldn't care, like, yeah, I don't care. But I just, like, felt like she was almost given an excuse to not feel bad for what she really was feeling. Like, I almost felt like at any point, like, she was going to break and be like, just start crying and, really let it out that this was really bothering her. But I almost felt like she had no other option than to, like, really not care what people are saying about her relationship. And she just didn't look happy. And I know Robin is controversial in a couple of things, but at the same time, like, it's a pain that I feel like a lot of women have felt. I know like I said, I've never been married, so I can't really say yes or no on this situation, but, like, I have been in a situation where I have given men excuses because I don't want to be alone, or, I like the attention that they're giving me and I want to keep having that attention. And so I keep giving these excuses that, what, it's okay because of this, it's okay because of that. And really deep down, you're just like, something's not right. Something's not right. And I don't know what to do. Thankfully, I wasn't married to these guys, so it's not like I could be like, I can't go anywhere. And a boyfriend, girlfriend, just cut it off. Like, we'll just leave, But when it comes to marriage and you have kids involved and money involved and all these things, a house, and it's just like, holy smokes, like, you're just, I don't know. And so I felt for Robin because I could feel that she really was not happy. She didn't look happy throughout, like, the whole episode. And so I do feel, I hope that, that she really is thinking about what's best for her and what makes her the most happiest. And then Giselle said, I've had to put me first, and then Jamal. And then, and I do think that Robin does need to put herself first and really find someone that is going to, like, give her the time and respect that she really needs. Because Juan's not, as good looking as Juan is, hasn't really been treating her the best and hasn't been respecting her as his wife or partner as he should be. So I don't know. I hope it's okay, but is not looking good. And I feel like these things are going to keep happening, and she's going to keep saying, it's okay. I don't care. We'll move on. And I hope it's not for long, and that she does. And if they do keep coming up, that she gets up and like, okay, dude, you're out. We're done. And then just, moves on with their life and finally finds that peace of reassurance of love for herself to like move on. But that was my recap, guys. I'm excited for the next episode, for the new girl, I guess, the new friend that is coming, Ashley's friend. I think there is going to be some controversy going on with her, and then Robin's Juan, and I'm just like, oh, we'll see. And I didn't get to see much of Karen. Like, the only time I saw about Karen was like when they were in that restroom. It was Wendy, Ashley, and Karen. It was Wendy, Karen, and Candace. There you go, the three girls. Which actually, I love that scene because, like, do you guys like it? It felt like an energy. Like, I was like, oh, it just, when you go out to eat with your girlfriends and it's like Friday night and everyone's like excited for the weekend and it's loud and you're eating. It's just like, I love that energy on that scene. It was definitely one of my favorites. So I do love Real Housewives of Potomac. So guys, definitely be back for more. I will be reviewing each episode, and I'm so excited for this. Also, one last thing I do want to check in. I do follow Bravo on Instagram, and I did see this thing about Shannon. So let me just pull it up here. I did save it. So you guys know that Shannon a couple months ago had a DUI where, like, okay, lady like crashed her car in somebody's like building. I was like, oh my gosh, like a DUI, the whole shebang. And so on BravoCon, they asked her and they told her, and she looks amazing. Let me just say, amazing. I can't play it for you guys, but I will just kind of show it to you guys, like, without, like, the sound on. So they give her an update on her life, and there she's talking about, and she looks so good. Like, she really looks, like, so much more lighter in her face, just so much more, like, there's this different light in her face. Light in her eyes, just looks so much better, and I really hope that she is taking the steps to do what needs to be done to really, make herself happy. And I also did see another one where it's Robin and Karen. Now, let me go back here. I do see if I can freeze it. Or there's Karen and Robin going at it together, and I thought that was just so funny. But Robin looks really good here, guys. Like, I'm excited for her. I hope that, that she's doing good and she's looking happier. She wasn't not happy. And I don't think she's as happy on the second episodes, which I'm like, Robin. So, I don't know. I will see. We'll see. But she looked really good in there. And so did Shannon. So I'm happy that these ladies, whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's forgiving or, making better choices for their health, that it's really working for them, because we want to see people happy. We want to see them throw funny shade at each other, but deep down, we all want happiness for these ladies because we love this franchise. And I hope you guys do as much as I do. So that's my video for you guys today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be reviewing a couple beauty products that I purchased. I bought as lipstick that I've had for a while that I haven't used, and so I'll be reviewing that. Some lotions that I bought for my moisturizers for my face, as well as some other stuff that I bought. So I will be reviewing those. So tomorrow's going to be makeup. Today was Real Housewives. Tomorrow's makeup. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing time, and hope you guys take care of yourselves because I care so much about you guys. So love you guys. Bye.